Is Apple about to repeat the same mistake it made with the iPhone mini and the Plus? The new iPhone 17 Air is rumored to be the slimmest iPhone ever, but early signs suggest it could follow the same path as those models, short-lived and underwhelming. Right now, ultra-thin phones are a hot trend. Oppo launched the Find N5, the world's thinnest foldable. Honor is expected to beat that soon, and Samsung might take the crown with the upcoming Galaxy Z Fold 7. Even outside foldables, this thin phone craze is catching on. The new Galaxy S25 Edge is Samsung's thinnest ever at just 5.8 millimeters, but Apple might go even further. The iPhone 17 Air could be just 5.4 millimeters thick, replacing the Plus model in this year's iPhone lineup. That sounds impressive. Until you hear about the compromises Apple had to make to get there. To make it this slim, Apple reportedly had to cut down on battery size and camera features. The battery is expected to be much smaller than other models in the lineup, which raises real concerns. Apple is hoping to fix this with software. iOS 19 will introduce new AI features that learn your phone habits and reduce power usage in the background. It sounds smart on paper, but how well it works in real life remains to be seen. The other big issue? The camera setup. Rumors say the iPhone 17 Air might have only one rear camera, a 48-megapixel sensor, just like the budget-friendly iPhone 16e. If Apple prices this phone like the old Plus model, which usually sat around $899, that would be a hard sell. One camera and a smaller battery, all for the sake of a thinner profile. Apple has tried this formula before and it hasn't worked. Remember the iPhone 12 mini and 13 mini? Those models had compact designs that some people loved, but they came with smaller batteries. For example, the iPhone 13 mini had just a 2406 mAh battery, compared to the regular iPhone 13's 3227 mAh1. Despite a small price gap, most buyers passed on the mini, and Apple dropped it after just 2 generations. Then came the Plus models, the 14 Plus, 15 Plus, and 16 Plus. Bigger screens and slightly better batteries, but no major upgrades. Again, people weren't impressed. The Plus models have consistently been the worst-selling iPhones each year. Now Apple wants to try something new again with the iPhone 17 Air, but the strategy feels all too familiar. A thin phone with reduced hardware might catch some attention at launch, but unless Apple brings real advantages, most buyers won't stick around. That's not to say the Air is a bad idea for everyone. If you value a sleek design over battery, life, or advanced cameras, the iPhone 17 Air could be perfect for you. It's thin, light, and still has a big screen, 6.7 inches, just like the Plus. But for most people, paying a premium for fewer features won't make sense. And unless new battery tech like silicon carbon cells becomes mainstream soon, ultra-thin, phones will continue to feel like a trade-off. Style over substance. Trends in smartphones change fast. The Mini came and went. The Plus is on its way out. And the Air? It might just be the next experiment to quietly disappear after a couple of years. What's next after this thin phone trend? Could we see modular iPhones or fully customizable models? That might be more useful than chasing millimeters. Let us know what kind of experimental iPhone you'd actually want to buy. And if you found this breakdown helpful, like this video and subscribe to the channel for more updates like this.